The One Waiting. Storyline. I wonder when it all started. That slow fading of the sparkle in your eyes. Was it the moment the world turned its back and called you invisible? You always sat at the back of the class, bathed in shadow, like the universe forgot to paint your corner with color. You wore loneliness like a second skin, not by choice, but because it was the only thing that didn't mock you. They called your quiet strange, but I saw galaxies trying to speak, drowning beneath stars no one bothered to name. You came home to sharpened voices, their love laced in ridicule, words heavy enough to crush 1,000 suns. Still, you never screamed, never shattered. You let the silence do your crying. In the quiet of your bedroom, your sanctuary from the chaos, you escaped into pixelated skies where characters never asked you to smile through pain. You didn't know someone noticed. I caught fragments, stolen glances. The cafeteria echoed with laughter, while you sat in the corner, eyes lowered, world shrinking by the hour. I saw classmates whisper daggers behind your back, heard your parents raise their voices, and then the soft patter of your feet climbing toward your silence. Your window bled muffled sobs into the night air. I could only stand outside your home, wondering how you carried so much sorrow in a body so small, so brave. My friends told me to stay away a weirdo, they snickered. But they couldn't see what I did. You, a soul deeper than sapphire, buried beneath years of silence, waiting for someone to uncover the truth shaped by pain. And then, one day, I broke. I shattered every chain of silence, stepped out of the noise, and crossed the battlefield between our worlds. You were at the same empty table. I stood in front of you, and you looked up, eyes surprised, like you'd forgotten how to be seen. I see you, I whispered. Not to save you, but to remind you. You were never invisible. You were just waiting. First quote. In the end, it's still best to wait for the one we want rather than settle for what's available. It's still best to wait for the one you love rather than to settle for the one who's around. It's still best to wait for the right person because life's too short to waste on the wrong one. Second quote. Wait for the one, but do not wait for someone to become the one. Intro to A Message by Felicity. To all my readers and listeners out there, welcome to my channel and to this video. A little bit about me is that I'm the kind of person that I would love to help people. And I want to let you all know, whoever is watching and listening and reading along my intro, is that I'm writing off of my own life experiences through the years of how life has been, and I hope that this helps people, not just letting me vent off my emotions or whatever this I'm trying to do, I guess. I hope that this is helpful to some of you, because I know that there are others who are hurting out in this world. Hoping that you can connect, or maybe you won't, but we will build something throughout. There are those who have been at their lowest, and so have I. I don't talk about my life, but this is where I vent, or at least from freshman year. A quote in this is that everything feels too broken to fix, but when you fall, you know how to stand up. You've been wounded by the cruelty of this world, but you have not let it make you cruel. And I hope that those who are hurting are still trying, fighting to survive, because that's what we're all trying to do, you know? So I hope that everyone has a goal in mind, something to look forward to every single day. And as children, we learn from adults, see them as our role models, our something to learn from, our person to see how we see how we learn from our mistakes, I guess. I'm not sure how to word that. I'm so sorry. I know the video's a bit crappy, but it's what I've got to work with, so hence why I'm reading out loud for my docs besides the intro. Feel free to pause the video and read through this if you want to or not. I don't really know what you would prefer, so maybe in the future I will read my message intro and continue on. But challenges are something that shapes people and not something to make you look weak or no better than nothing. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, death isn't kind. Because it will happen to anyone, it can happen whenever, and everything that we face as a human being, it is normal to feel like you can't hold on anymore, that you are struggling so hard and you just keep falling. And trust me, or not, trust me that everything can get better if you want it to. So please don't give up yet. And sometimes it is so much worth it to open up or vent on something, figure your own way out of how you can get out of that dark place of yours. And sometimes it will feel like everything isn't fair, that sometimes it's something we think as it might be better off to not have you in this world. It never was fair to begin with. Life has so much to just feel, see, live. My whole life, I never thought I could open up fully or feel like I just can be me. But in this world, there really are people who can see us for you. It matters so much that how you feel people care, because as friends, family, anyone, we go through this life together, whether we're the same or not, and our perspectives are different in so many ways that this life has brought. Like, in one moment we have someone next to us and the world chooses to punch you straight in the face, I guess, and they aren't there anymore, and we feel sad, we feel empty, and that's okay, because by time we get healed, life is a brutal reality, and there's just so much one person can do, so it's so much better to let someone in instead of handling everything like it only no it like instead of handling it in a way that you have to carry the burden. You aren't a burden to anyone else. Don't keep your mind limited, because anyone who knows you cares about you. You matter in so many ways that only that one person can explain, and sometimes we choose to feel empty, feel like we don't matter, but there's so much in this world that can do with you in it, because you can make a difference. You can choose that. You are the one who can choose to be the one who's standing out in a crowd. Instead of letting the silence do your crying, try to let someone in. Someone you trust, someone you know you can trust, because some people won't say it, but they notice. Notice how you hide. Notice how you are hurting, even if you don't show it nor say it. I see you. I'm not saying this to save you, but to remind you. You were never waiting. Or, you were never invisible. You were just waiting. Sorry. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching and listening with my stuff. This is sophomore year, yours truly, Felicity Morningstar, signing out. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and amazing, lovely day or night. Bye, duckies.